I first saw Billy Keller one day in Mrs. Halsey's algebra class. I hated the class and was looking for any reason not to pay attention. High school was fairly easy for me. I wasn't the head cheerleader or anything, but I was fairly popular. The same couldn't be said for Billy. Truthfully, I hadn't really noticed him before. He was average in every way, with hand-me-down clothes and eyes that were always looking at the floor. It seemed like he was always just trying to avoid being noticed. I felt sorry for him, not enough to want to hang out with him, but enough to feel slightly bad that I didn't. One day, I saw him being picked on by some guys on the football team. I was tempted to walk by, but something made me stop. I called the guys out for bullying a smaller kid who wasn't bothering them. What would their coach think about it? They walked away, but not before giving me a look that promised payback. Great. I'd never even talked to this kid, and he already had me making enemies. I told him good luck and walked away, thinking that was it. Nope, he was grateful and showed it by attaching himself to me like a barnacle. He started following me everywhere I went, but I couldn't get rid of him without being a total ass, so I ignored him. At least, I tried to. He kind of creeped me out. It was his eyes. There was something missing in them. I resolved to be careful around him. One day, I was coming back from the bathroom when I saw him waiting for me in the hall. He grabbed my arm and said he had something to show me. I was tempted to pull away, but the look on his face suggested that might be a bad idea. He led me to the stairs, ranting about how he hated everyone here except me, and they would all pay, about how I would thank him for showing me. I had a bad feeling. Then we got to the basement, and he showed me his plans. I was horrified. He saw the look on my face and reached for me, but I pushed him hard into the wall and ran for the door. Later that night, I watched the news as it covered an explosion at the school. Hundreds dead, and Billy Keller on video saying he'd make everyone pay. I even watched the interview they'd done of me, shaking with fear and glad to have made it out alive. And I was glad. Glad to be alive, glad Billy had warned me about his plan to make everyone pay. Glad my plan was so much better. Glad he was such a good patsy. Glad the school and everyone in it was gone now. I suppose I owed Billy that thank you after all.